And welcome back to Auburndale High School. Game number 2 on the docket here tonight. Number 15, Auburndale, hosting Weyauwega-Fremont here in second game of our doubleheader here tonight from Auburndale here on Zaleski Sports. As the Eagles come into this one as the host school of this holiday tournament. Auburndale coming into this game with a 7-1 record, coming off of a 77-42 victory over Stratford. That was their most recent win. As I mentioned, they're 7-1 they're on the season, 6-0 in the Merrillwood South. This Auburndale team is stacked and loaded with talent from last year, taking over to this year. And so the Auburndale Eagles putting together a strong season here as well. They're coming off of that win against Stratford. They have wins against Edgar, Assumption, Newman, Phillips, Abbotsford, and Colby. And so Auburndale off to another strong start. They got a very strong basketball program once again this year under head coach Chad Weinfurter. And so Auburndale hosting tonight. We got a pretty good crowd on hand. And let's take a look at Weyauwega-Fremont. These two teams met in the regional last year. And it was a good game there between Auburndale and Weyauwega-Fremont. This year, though, Weyauwega-Fremont down a little bit. They had a 2-5 record coming into tonight's game. They coming off of a 2-point loss to Shiocton, 49-47. And so we got Thomas Owie will tip here for the Eagles. And for Weyauwega-Fremont at the center is Chris Gunst. Tip will go Weyauwega-Fremont's way, I should say. They begin with the basketball here. Driving inside is Gunst. Pass out to Braden Arndt. As Weyauwega-Fremont looking for getting something going here in this opening possession. Gunst kick out into the corner for 3. No good. Rebound taken there by Caden Anderson. Bringing it up the floor is Weinfurter. Getting it inside with Owie. Owie's got some really good size there down low for Auburndale. Anderson has it tipped away. In transition, Braden Arndt. And he'll get the first points on the board for Weyauwega-Fremont. And so Auburndale working it through this press. In transition, Anderson has that tipped away, and it will go back to Auburndale as they will inbound underneath their own basket. Getting it in, finding Anderson, cutting to the basket, and 2 for Caden Anderson. First points here of the night for Auburndale. Caden Anderson leading the scoring for the Eagles at 20.5 points per game. Off to a good start. 3 no good. Rebound is tipped out, will be taken by Braden Arndt. And layup good for Arndt. Out to the, should be 4-2. There we go. Going cross court now, Anderson in the left corner. Driving along that left baseline, and layup good for Caden Anderson once again. Ties this one up at 2 here early on. Weyauwega-Fremont led in scoring by Braden Arndt, averaging 16 points per game. Caleb Leschke averaging just over 14. Hand off ball on the right wing. Kick out over into the corner now with Caleb Leschke. Back up top of the arc with Parker Wilson. Free throw line jumper up and in for Gunst. Christopher Gunst getting that one to go. And the Thunderbirds out to back to that 2-point lead here. Nice pass ahead. Owie finding it for 2. Thomas Owie gets the basket there for Auburndale. Breakdown in the Thunderbird defense. Grabbed there by Owie as Weinfurter will bring it down here for Auburndale. Pass ahead to Scholl. Scholl drives in the middle of the lane. Layup no good. Rabb comes down with it for the Eagles. Anderson now driving, free throw line, handoff Scholl. Kick back up top, Weinfurter. Out to Scholl. Scholl inside, and that goes out. It's Rabb losing it underneath. Coming in is Aiden Cherney for the Eagles. It's my first time seeing Auburndale so far this season. I'm excited to see what this basketball team has in store here. Eagles off to a hot start this season. Did a test here from the Thunderbirds. That jumper no good. There for Hunter Meisenhelder. Up ahead, Rabb in transition, finishing Blake Rabb. For 2 again, there for the Eagles, out to an 8-6 lead. Into the right corner now with Parker Wilson. Handoff top of the arc to Leschke. Driving inside, turnaround jumper no good. Rebound also off the mark, but right there for the rebound is Gunst. Kick out left corner, 3 up and in, Parker Wilson. The Warhawks, I should say. I don't know where I got Thunderbirds from. Not quite sure. Weinfurter passing it up. Down on the left side, they go with Aiden Cherney. Back up top to Scholl. Getting it inside, Weinfurter. Going along the baseline with Scholl. Nice pass inside. Anderson can't get it to go. And he's going to get fouled on that putback attempt. I should mention Caden Anderson is the second leading, or Caden Weinfurter, I should say, is the second leading scorer with 16 points a game. Anderson is leader at 20.5. He's going to the free throw line now to shoot 2. And so, missing the first one there. Blake Rabb averages 8.8. Evan Scholl with 8.6. Those are the leading scorers here for Auburndale. Second free throw here for Anderson is up and in. So see the early rotation here. Owie comes out and they put in Cherney, so going a little bit smaller for Auburndale. Owie is only averaging 3.5 points per game. You'd think for his size you would get a little bit more production, but not much here early for Tom Owie. That airballed out of bounds. Meanwhile, for Weyauwega-Fremont, coming in is Ethan Kopline. Rabb will bring it up here for Auburndale, tied at 9. Cherney driving. Kick out 3, Weinfurter. No good. Rebound comes down to Kopline. Driving in to the Warhawks. He back out some nice dribble drive there, and offensive foul. Stepping in to take the charge, Aiden Cherney. There for Auburndale. Foul called on Braden Arndt, their leading scorer, averaging over 16 points a game. Caleb Leschke, second leading scorer with 14. And then Chris Gunst with 8.3. And Hunter Meisenhelder with 7 rounds out the top 4 scorers there for Weyauwega-Fremont. Rab driving, kick out Scholl. Left wing 3, no good. Rebound taken inside by Brock Billington, who came into the game at that break. Handoff up to Leschke for 3, off the mark. Rebound down low, fight between Kopline and Weinfurter, jump ball. And possession will go to Auburndale. And Eagles bring it up with Scholl. Over to Rab on the left wing. Driving kick out Scholl. Nice drive to the basket, can't get the layup to go. Taken inside by Billington. Drive and layup no good. Rebound inside there by Weinfurter. She mentioned these two teams met last year in the regional final here at Auburndale. Auburndale came out of that one the 64-48 victors there. Scholl with it, looking inside to Anderson. Anderson's shot is blocked down low, and they're going to get Kopline for the foul. Kopline, excuse me. And so Caden Anderson at the line, his second trip of the night. Should mention he's going to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Make sure to call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Weyauwega-Fremont finished last season with a 16-10 record. Second free throw for Caden Anderson, up and in. Out to 10-9 lead here for Auburndale. Looking to go inside Kopline. That's going to go out of bounds, and it will go back to the Eagles. Early turnover there for the Warhawks. Auburndale out to the strong start this season. And so, once again, looking to put together a strong season here as well. Getting inside with Caden Anderson, and he's going to get fouled. Count the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul called on Brock Billington. Fourth team foul on the Warhawks. At the line here, Caden Anderson. And free throw is no good. Rebound taken there by Parker Wilson. Handoff with Wilson. Back up top of the arc they go with Meisenhelder. Three-pointer in and out for Kopline. excuse me. Pass ahead now with Cherney. Over, and that's going to be out of bounds to Rab. And so 3-point lead here early on in this one. We're about halfway through the first half. And a 12-9 lead here for Auburndale. Off to a good start here over Weyauwega-Fremont. Pass ahead, right corner three, in and out. Rebound comes down to Anderson. Scholl will bring it up. Scholl trying to give back to Anderson. That pass is tipped away by Billington. Back over now with Parker Wilson. Back up top of the arc with Braden Arndt. Left corner three. Over the outstretched hands of Auwe. Good. Parker Wilson knocks it in. His second three of the game. Ties this one at 12. Scholl pass up to Anderson. Little bit of a feeling out process here as these teams go through the first half of the first half. Even though these teams met each other in the playoffs, it's still different teams this season. And we got a foul called. Weinfurter comes back in for Auburndale. Also coming in for Weyauwega-Fremont is Meisenhelder. An offensive foul there on the Eagles. Foul on Tom Auwe. Warhawks doing a nice job here early on in this one. Able to stick with Auburndale. As I mentioned, both of these teams kind of failing each other out. Scholl comes away with the steal. Scholl driving. That's tipped away by Gunst. Nice job coming in there to get the steal. Pass ahead now. Gunst looks at the three. Dribbling and layup no good. Rab comes down with the board. Looking to get it inside. That's going to be stolen away there by Parker Wilson. Warhawks in transition, and a blocking foul called on Blake Rab. Warhawks to inbound along their own baseline, getting it in. And travel call there on Braden Arndt. And so the Warhawks turn that one over as the Eagles now to inbound. Getting in with Rab. Winner of this one plays Neelsville tomorrow night in the championship game. Weinfurter going over to Rab. Nice inside. Auwe for two. Tom Auwe with 4 points there so far tonight. Pass over to find Gunst. Drive kick out in the corner. Three, no good. Rebound comes down to Anderson here for Auburndale. Anderson using the screen. Hand off to Cherney. Cherney has that poked away from behind, and it will stay on this end here with the Eagles with a 2-point lead here with just over 7 minutes left in this first half. A pretty clean game here so far from between Auburndale and Weyauwega-Fremont. Both of these teams feeling each other out, trying to see how to attack each other here in this early going. Weinfurter, layup inside is off the mark. Rebound will go back to the Warhawks. Bringing it up the floor is Meisenhelder. Back up top of the arc. Looking to get to the middle of the lane. Tom Auwe comes away with that block. Nice job there from Auwe, putting together a good performance here in this first half for the Eagles. Anderson inside, layup no good. Gets the own rebound, put back is good. Caden Anderson putting together a fantastic performance here in half number one. Foul on Gunst. Anderson going to the line. He's got 10 of the 16 points here for Auburndale. He's just been very aggressive attacking the basket. And so he's done a very good job here to open this one. Free throw is good. make that 11 of the 17. Kind of seen this from Auburndale, at least last year covering them. Somebody usually gets off to a great start in the first half, and then somebody takes over in the second half. This game so far, it's Anderson. That pass is going to go out of bounds. It will go back to the Eagles. They have a 5-point lead here. Weyauwega-Fremont is going to take a timeout. A quick 30-second timeout here. And we'll keep it here as we will read our first sponsor of the night, Ag Country Farm Credit Services, is sponsoring basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. They are a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services, from loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records. They have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Game is also brought to you by Express Employment Professionals. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. With locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. And so Scholl will bring it up out of that timeout. Rab with it in the right corner. Pass inside to Anderson. That's going to be no good. Stolen away there by Leschke. Up top with it is Wilson. I should mention I'm Ben Brecht here bringing you tonight's Auburndale Weyauwega-Fremont game here on Zaleski Sports. Thanks for tuning in. Game number 1 for both of these teams here in this tournament. Christmas tournament, I should say. Weinfurter with the steal. Pass ahead now to Mason Meisner. And to get it inside. Kick out Meisner with it in the left corner. Back to Anderson at the free throw line. That's going to be stolen away, and it will be a foul called there on Anderson. Third team foul, first on Anderson. Warhawks will inbound in their own backcourt, getting it in with Chris Gunst. He's been quiet so far in this one, only with 2 points. Leading scorer there for the Warhawks. Auburndale has tightened up their defense here. Weyauwega-Fremont has been held scoreless for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Jumper no good for Gunst. It'll go out of bounds, and it will go back to Auburndale. So you look at this little run here for Auburndale, a 5-0 run. That might not seem like much, but you can see that this game is kind of shifting a little bit as Auburndale has seized control here over the last 3-4 minutes. Really doing a nice job on both ends of the floor. Caden Anderson handoff to Cherney at the free throw line. Back to Weinfurter. Up to Scholl. Scholl driving inside. Cut off. Looking for someone. Gets out to Cherney. Back into Anderson. Shot blocked down low by Copline. And now it's going to be a foul inside. Foul called on Copline. That will send Anderson to the line here for the Eagles. First one, good there for Caden. And missing the second. Weinfurter comes down with the board, though. Nicely done. Should mention that was the Jamie Wenzel free throw line shooting there from Caden Anderson. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for your cleanup and restoration needs. They are the #1 choice. Scholl with the basket for Auburndale. And so serve pro and Jamie Wenzel, cleanup and restoration, serve pro like it never even happened. Turnover there for the Warhawks. It'll be Auburndale basketball as they have an 8-point lead here. 3.5 minutes left in this first half. Pretty clean first half from both of these teams. Just the Warhawks having some foul problems here in half number 1. Anderson's gotten to the free throw line 4 times. And that might be the difference here in this one so far. Cherney, free throw jumper, no good. Rebound taken by Parker Wilson. Into the corner with Gunst. Hand off Wilson. Back up top with Gunst. 3 from the corner, no good for Wilson. He's hit 2 of them so far tonight. Cherney comes down with the board. Back up to Scholl on the left wing. Nice pass inside Weinfurter. And Caden Weinfurter, gets the basket there. I was going to call him his brother there for a second. You got Caden Weinfurter able to knock that one in. I remember doing Auburndale basketball games even a couple years ago when Cooper was playing here. Weyauwega-Fremont with it on the right wing. 3 no good. Anderson comes down with the board there for the Eagles. 2 minutes left here in half number 1. Anderson no good, but Weinfurter, Caden right there for the rebound and the putback there for the Eagles. Driving inside, that blocked out by... Out to a 14-point lead here now for the Eagles. And just like that, a 3 for Braden Arndt. They desperately needed something to go in, and they were able to get that one to fall there for Braden Arndt. 11-point lead now. Auburndale on a 14-3 run here to close out this first half. Weinfurter, turnaround jumper, no good. Rapp comes down with the board. Back inside, Caden Weinfurter. Can't get that to fall. Parker Wilson comes down with it here for the Warhawks. Pass ahead, right corner 3, in and out. Caden Weinfurter comes down with the board. Down to 30 seconds here, an 11-point lead for the Eagles. Scholl will bring it up. Pass off to Cherney. Out to Rabb. Down to 18. Over to Scholl. Into the left corner. And we're going to get a blocking foul called on Gunst. And they don't like that call. His second personal, team 8th. Evan Scholl going to the free throw line now, shooting bonus free throws here with 8 seconds left. And his free throw is up and in. Back in for Auburndale is going to be Mason Meisner. Second free throw also good for Scholl. Three is in there for Braden Arndt. Back-to-back threes for Arndt. But nonetheless, Auburndale finishes this half on a 16-6 run, taking the 28-18 lead here into the halftime break. Auburndale in control over this one here from the roughly about the 8-9 minute mark. There in that first half, Auburndale took over and kind of seized control in this one. And so we go into halftime break with a 10-point Eagle lead. And we'll get to some of our sponsors of basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. And in just a second, first we'll read a sponsor here is Fleet Farm. Make sure to get instant savings at Fleet Farm. Skip the wait and take $10 off of your purchase of $75 or more in-store or online. Shop now and save on gifts and orders, or gifts for others, or maybe even a gift for yourself. Shop all your favorite everyday essentials and save at Fleet Farm. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with our halftime stats after these messages.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
And welcome back here to Auburndale High School. Thanks for tuning in to boys basketball action here from the Auburndale Holiday Tournament here as the Neelsville Warriors won Game 1. They are awaiting the winner of tonight's game between Auburndale and Weyauwega-Fremont. So far, Auburndale out to that 28-18 lead here at the halftime break. Let's take a look at the leading scorers. In that first half, Braden Arndt finished with a total of 10 points for Weyauwega-Fremont. He was their leading scorer. He had a couple of big threes there down the stretch to end the half here for the Warhawks after their offense had gone stagnant for the probably good 6 or 7 minutes there in towards the middle of that first half. And so a couple of big threes there for Braden Arndt was able to get the Warhawks back into this one, at least only down by 10 here at the halftime break. 6 points for Parker Wilson. He had a couple of threes early there for Weyauwega-Fremont. And so he got the scoring going. And Arndt kind of took over there. But then you had a major scoring drought in the middle of the first half. Rounding out the scoring, 2 points for Chris Gunst. They're going to need more from him here in this second half if the Warhawks want to try to get back into this one. Gunst, their leading scorer this season, averaging over 16 points per game. Just 2 in this first half. They need more from him here in half number 2 against a strong Eagles team. Meanwhile, for Auburndale, they were led in scoring in that first half by Caden Anderson, finishing with 12 points, just over half of his season average. There in half number 1, 12 points for Anderson. He was aggressive early and often, getting into the middle of the lane, getting to the free throw line a ton. There, he got to the line on 5 trips, converting 4 of 8. Yeah, 4 of 8 is what I got. So, a good first half there for Caden Anderson. Looking for more here in half number 2. Then you got Evan Scholl finishing with 6 points as well there in that first half. 4 points for Caden Anderson, 4 for Tom Owie, and 2 for Blake Rabb. Rounds out the scoring there for the Eagles. And so Auburndale tightened up their defense there about halfway through the first half, really playing some solid defense. And so they were really, really good there on that end of the floor. And talking about the Eagles, did a couple of games for them last year. They all seem to have a different scorer in the second half than the first. So I'm looking to see who steps up here in half number 2 for Auburndale, who gets on a little bit of a roll and carries them to a victory here tonight over the Warhawks. But for now, we got a 28-18 game. We're going to take a quick break here as well, and we'll be back with the second half action here from Auburndale High School. Eagles, Warhawks, here on Zaleski Sports after these messages.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Weyauwega family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
All right, welcome back here to Auburndale High School. We got second half action just about to get underway here with the Eagles and the Warhawks. We got a 28-18 lead here for Auburndale as we look for a good second half between these two schools. Our game is also brought to you tonight by Viaduct Bar and Grill of Marshfield. They serve juicy half-pound burgers daily. The Viaduct Bar and Grill is also home to cold drinks and Fish Fry Friday. The Viaduct Bar and Grill on Marshfield's fabulous northwest side. It's time to get back to work. It's time to find a great job with great pay at Nicolay Construction. Find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, and steel that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nicolay Construction on 29th Street in Marshfield. Get back to work with Nicolay Construction. Also, H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. H&S offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package. Get health, dental, life, and disability, 401k, cash bonuses, a $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. We are looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. Apply online at hsmgco.com. Begin the second half here will be Warhawks basketball, inbounding with Meisenhelder. Nice crossover there from Arndt. into the corner, 3 no good by Leschke. Bringing it up the floor is Cherney. Cherney inside, handoff Anderson, layup no. Rebound taken there in by Wilson. Back up the floor, kick out, top of the arc, 3. Off the mark from Wilson. Anderson comes down with the rebound. Back up to Cherney with it in the left corner. Cherney dribbles to the free throw line, kick out to Scholl. Back up top with Anderson. Scholl driving into the middle of the lane, basket no good. Rebound taken inside there by Arndt. Arndt pass in transition, Gunst can't get it to go, and we're going to have a foul called there. That's going to be on Gunst. That's the third foul on Gunst. He's going to have to go to the bench. That's not looking good there for the Warhawks. Leading scorer going to the bench. He's had a tough night. It's been frustrating here for Gunst against this Auburndale defense. Scholl handoff with Anderson, gets to the free throw line. Kick out top to Cherney. Down inside, Weinfurter. Caden goes to the double team. Kick out into the corner with Anderson in the left corner. And that's going to be tipped away. Rabb takes it into the backcourt. He'll stay here with Auburndale. Just getting going here in half number 2. Anderson inside, or Weinfurter will finish for 2. Pass into the corner. 3 no good. Anderson comes away with the board. Pass up with Scholl at the free throw line. Scholl handoff, Caden Anderson driving, lefty laid, got it! And the foul for Caden Anderson, continuing his strong performance here in half number 2 for the Eagles. Out to a 14-point lead here right now for Auburndale, taking control of this one. Anderson now at the line, shooting 1. That free throw off the front of the rim. Rebound taken inside by Arndt. Arndt using the screen. Back over in the left corner now with Brock Billington, who came in for Gunst. Driving inside. Kick out, 3 from the right wing, no good. Rebound tracked down, though, by Wilson. Right wing 3, or left wing 3 off the mark. Scholl comes down with it for the Eagles. Pass out to Rabb. Down on the left block. They get it to Caden Weinfurter. Turnaround jumper, middle of the lane, off the mark. Parker Wilson comes down with it for the Warhawks. Driving inside, Meisenhelder. That's going to go out of bounds. And so Weyauwega-Fremont's going to bring Gunst back into the game with his 3 fouls. They need that scoring. Somebody's got to start knocking down shots. I saw Weyauwega-Fremont hit some threes there in the first half, so at least they looked good. They got to get some more threes up here in half number 2. Caden Weinfurter says, let me hit a 3. He knocks down his first 3 of the night, bringing this a 17-point Eagle lead. Gun standoff now with Billington. You got to take whatever open looks you can get, and there Caden Anderson comes away with the steal for the Eagles. Driving in the middle of the lane, that blocked by Coplain. And that basket no good. And jumper good there inside for Braden Arndt. He's been a good performance here tonight for Weyauwega-Fremont, leading them with 12 points so far. Scholl, handoff with Cherney. Looking inside to Rabb, that's taken away. Gearing it up is Billington, and we're going to have a foul from behind. Foul called on Rab. His second personal first team. And so a 15-point deficit here for Weyauwega-Fremont. Got to start taking a look at those threes. You got Arndt and Wilson who hit threes in the first half. See if you can get those guys open, maybe coming off of a screen. They're looking inside. Wilson drives to the basket and scores. Parker Wilson for 2. Nicely done there. Another 2 there for the Warhawks. Nice job using the screen. Scholl driving inside, no good. Rebound taken by Wilson. Pass ahead, Rab is going to save it to Anderson. Back up to Caden Weinfurter. Just like I said, Warhawks have to use those screens effectively, and that was they did on that Wilson basket. Looking to get it inside Weinfurter. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound inside by Kopleen. Pass ahead now with Meisenhelder. Meisenhelder finishing for the 2 and the lay-in. Down to an 11-point game here as we have 13 minutes left in this one. Pass into the corner now with Caden Anderson. Driving, layup no good. Rebound out to Meisenhelder. In transition, can't get the layup to go, but it's going to get fouled. Foul called on Scholl. That will be Meisenhelder to the line now, shooting for the Warhawks. First one, no good. Kind of like this attack the Warhawks use here in this second half. They're just getting out in transition a little bit, using that to their advantage. Oftentimes in the first half, they were stuck in half-court offense, just not able to get anything to go. If you get out in transition, don't give Auburndale time to set up on defense, and that's where they've had layup opportunities and cut this lead back down to 10. Scholl bringing it up over to Caden Anderson in the left corner. Inside Tom Owie. Turnaround jumper, good. He's got 6. Bringing it up here is Arndt. Pass over now with Leschke. Up top now with Gunst. Driving inside, Arndt will put it in for 2. Braden Arndt. Feed the hot hand, I should say. And that's Braden Arndt doing a nice job off the ball that time and gets the easy lay-in. Scholl using the Owie screen, getting inside to Owie. Pass over to Cherney. Caden Anderson driving along the left baseline. Layup no good. And it will stay with Auburndale. Auburndale is going to take a quick timeout. That gives us a chance to remind you that basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by Blues Hair Studio. It's a new year coming up and a new you at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The stylists at Blues Hair Studio are ready to help you be the best version of yourself. Book your appointment for a fresh start in 2024 at Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Game is also brought to you by Culligan Water. You can get Culligan Water for only $9.95 for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. And so Auburndale out to this 10-point lead. They've the lead grew up to 15. It was 16 at one point, I believe, here in the second half. And Weyauwega-Fremont has slowly inched their way back into this, doing some nice basketball offensively, getting out in transition a little bit. Also using those screens and using those screens very wisely, able to get some open looks. Hand off to Cherney, out of the timeout. Back up to Scholl at the top of the arc. Rab for 3 from the right wing, no good. Gunst in there for the rebound. Pass ahead now with Billington. driving to the free throw line. Kick out with Arndt. Arndt driving, has that blocked out by Owie, but we got a foul called. Foul is going to be called on Tom Owie. Arndt going to the free throw line here for the Warhawks. Able to knock down the first one. He's had a very strong performance here tonight. Their second leading scorer, but he's put in already 15 points so far tonight for the Warhawks. Second free throw here for Arndt is up and in. Make that 16 on the night so far for Braden Arndt. Down to an 8-point game. Weyauwega-Fremont coming right back in this one. Caden Anderson with it on the left wing. Getting the screen from Owie. Driving, Ed's gonna count it. Count the basket for Caden Anderson, and he'll go to the free throw line. Once again, attacking the rim, and once again going to the free throw line for another 3-point opportunity here in this one. Free throw here for Anderson is up and in. Pass ahead to Gunst. Gunst along their right baseline. Kick out right wing now with Arndt. Jumper from Copleen is good. Ethan Copleen with his first points of the night. We're back down to 9. Warhawks sticking in this here as we approach 10.5 minutes left. Scholl driving, blocked by Copleen. He'll get the rebound and out the Warhawks in transition. Three-pointer left wing, no good. Rebound down to Leschke. Leschke now again for 3. Right corner, no good. Scholl looks at it. That's going to go out of bounds. He'll stay on this end with Weyauwega-Fremont. Caden Weinfurter coming into the game here for Auburndale. Peyton Weinfurter also in. Back out now with Arndt. Lane to go inside. That's stolen away there by Meisner. Rab. Kick out Mason Meisner on the left wing. Maybe Coach Weinfurter looking for some for a spark here off the bench. He's got Peyton and Mason both in there. Caden Weinfurter at the top of the arc. That's going to be taken away by Arndt. Nicely done there by Braden Arndt. Kick out right wing, driving is Mesenhalder. Corner 3, no good for Arndt. Weinfurter comes down with the board for Auburndale. Over to Peyton Weinfurter. Back up now with Meisner. Rab with it at the free throw line. Turn around and good. Blake Rab for 2. Meisenhelder with it. Driving inside. Layup no good. Owie comes away with it. Being up now over to Rab into the corner. Rab in the right corner, getting it inside for Weinfurter. Weinfurter left, turnaround, hook, no good. Rebound taken by Brock Billington. I'm assuming Coach Chad Weinfurter is going to take out Caden Anderson and Scholl and leave them out for a couple minutes here for a stretch run at the end of the game. Weyauwega-Fremont taking a timeout, and we will take that with them. It's a full timeout, so we'll take the timeout with them. We'll be back with more basketball from Auburndale after this.
Need a new mattress? Mall Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
And welcome back here to Auburndale High School. Boys basketball here, an 11-point Eagles lead here over the Warhawks. Coming in out of that timeout is going to be Caden Anderson. And so Weyauwega-Fremont has stuck around here in half number 2. And so they've done a nice job really kind of attacking aggressively in transition, also using their screens effectively to get some shots down inside. They just got to put together a run here towards the end of this game. Up is Leschke. Back up top of the arc now with Wilson. Looking to get it inside now, Meisenhelder. Jumper no good. That's blocked by Owie. And that's going to go out of bounds. It'll go back to Weyauwega-Fremont. Scholl coming in, Cherney also coming back in. So at about this 8-minute mark, we see those guys returning, Anderson, Cherney, and Scholl. I'm assuming they'll be in here for the stretch run here for Auburndale as the Eagles will try to look to put this game away here over the last 8 minutes. Getting inside out into the left corner. Now Gunst with it on the left wing. Back up top of the arc here with Leschke. Three off the mark. Owie comes down with the board. Meisenhelder comes away with it. Three, top of the arc off the mark there for Wilson. Caden Weinfurter into Anderson. Dribbles to the free throw line. Has that poked away. Scholl comes away with it. Weinfurter for three. No good. Gunst down with the board. Pass ahead now quickly with Wilson. Kick out Meisenhelder. Three off the mark. Weyauwega-Fremont's been unable to get these to fall here in this second half. They started hot from the three-point line, just got cold here in the second half. Caden Weinfurter knocks down a three here, though. He's been on fire from behind the arc so far tonight for the Eagles. There are only threes coming from him. And a foul is going to be called there. Foul called on Weinfurter. First personal, team fourth. To the line, Braden Arndt shooting two. Knocks in the first. Arndt has put together the best game of the night here for the Warhawks. Putting together a very strong performance, keeping Weyauwega-Fremont in this one. Second free throw is also up and in. Into the corner now, Scholl. Pass over to Rab. Three no good. Rebound taken there by Meisenhelder. Three there from Arndt. In and out. Caden Anderson comes down with the rebound. 6 minutes left in this one. 12-point Auburndale Eagle lead. Low-scoring game here between Auburndale and Weyauwega-Fremont. Winner faces Neillsville tomorrow night. Cherney for three. Got it! Aiden Cherney for three. We're out to a 15-point game. Driving inside, Meisenhelder. Can't get that to fall. Rab with it. Gets cut off. Pass inside, Caden Anderson. Can't get that to go. He's going to line. Shooting two. Caden Anderson going to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. First free throw here for Caden Anderson is up and in. He's done a nice job here at the line tonight for the Eagles. Continuing right where he left off here in the second half, scoring the basketball. Second free throw is off the front of the rim. That's going to go out of bounds. It will stay on this end with Auburndale. It's now a 16-point lead. Weyauwega-Fremont had this game all the way down to 6 at one point here in the second half. Auburndale has slowly kept building the lead from that point up to now a 16-point game in control here with 5.5 minutes left in this one. She mentioned another sponsor of basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports is Spectrum Benefit Solutions. They have offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with businesses of any size to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Our game is also brought to you by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Traveling call there on Caden Anderson. Warhawks, if they got one more run in them, now is the time. See if they have anything, if they can get some. They got to knock down some threes here. Well, that'll get it started. Parker Wilson able to knock that free throw, or layup in, I should say. 2 points there. Scholl bringing it up for Auburndale. Good defense there by Wilson. Caden Anderson driving inside, and he's going to get fouled. Once again, Anderson going to the free throw line. 2 shots here is Caden Anderson once again going back to that Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Make sure to call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Second free throw here for Caden Anderson. That one's up and in. He's hit roughly half of his free throws here tonight, but he's gotten to the line a lot. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Nice basket there from Braden Arndt. He's gotten to the line 14 times, I should say. Caden Anderson has. Rabb with the basket there for 2. Blake Rabb. Yep, and he's converted 7 of 14 at the line so far tonight for Caden Anderson. Layup good for Braden Arndt. Arndt keeping the Warhawks alive in this one here with 3:40 left in this game. Winner plays Neillsville in tomorrow's championship game. Auburndale just in control of this one. They had a 10-point lead at the halftime break. They've largely kept that here in half number 2 as Weyauwega-Fremont was able to get it within 6, but that was it. Auburndale putting together a strong second half here once again on their home floor, and they're just under 4 minutes away from a victory here. Looking forward to that championship game against Neillsville. And so out of this timeout, like I said, Weyauwega-Fremont, they have to have one last run in them. Let's see if they can do anything with this. Back up with Rabb. Pass ahead, Owie, over to Cherney. Back up with Scholl. Cherney now with it into the right corner. Handoff Anderson driving inside. Layup good for Caden Anderson, continuing his stellar performance here tonight for the Auburndale Eagles. And offensive foul called there. Stepping in to take the charge, Blake Rabb. Foul called on the Warhawks. And so Eagles now will inbound here with just over 3 minutes left. To remember, our game is brought to you by SCS Swiderski. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. At the line here, Blake Rabb. Bonus free throws here for him. And that one off the mark. Rebound taken inside by Parker Wilson. Gunst in transition and scores. He only has 4 points tonight. He's been largely held in check here tonight by this Auburndale Eagles defense. He's averaging 16 a game. Held in check tonight. That's been a big difference here as why the Warhawks are down by 13. Anderson inside, finding Cooper Weinfurter, and he gets the basket to go, and the foul. Caden Weinfurter will go to the free throw line here. One free throw here. That one up and in. Warhawks will inbound. You're down by 16, 2.5 minutes left in this one. Layup is good. Braden Arndt continuing his stellar night of scoring here for Weyauwega-Fremont. Just over 2 minutes left in this one. Scholl will bring it up. She mentioned one of our last sponsors of basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports is Stop Construction. They're a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction has been partnering, nice basket in there from Anderson. Stop Construction's been partnering with private and public customers since 1984. Stop Construction has its own service and fabrication department to assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. 16-point lead here for Auburndale, putting together a complete performance. They're going to take a timeout as they were looking to get an inbound in. They're going to clear the bench as well. Peyton Weinfurter is going to come in. Mason Meisner is going to come in. Aiden Rabb is going to come in. I knew I was going to do it. It catches me every single time. Aiden Rabb is going to come in as well. And then also Joshua Lundgren is going to come in for the Eagles. So Auburndale is going to come out of this one with a victory here tonight over Weyauwega-Fremont. They had a good test there from the Warhawks. And so, but Auburndale coming away, they're going to come away with the victory, meet Neelsville tomorrow for the championship game here in this holiday tournament. And meanwhile, Weyauwega-Fremont will play Augusta in the 3-4 battle for third place, I should say. Out of that timeout, they get it into Aiden Cherney. That's going to be stolen away by Wilson. Pass ahead now to Billington. Kick out three, no good. Billington in there, and he's going to get a foul down low on Billington. And so 1-and-1 free throws here for Peyton Weinfurter, the sophomore. 1-and-1 free throws here. First is good. First points of the night for Peyton. Should mention coming up is our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Knocks down the second one. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. Caleb Leschke gets his name in the scoring column with that 3. Peyton Weinfurter bringing it up. Nice pass ahead. Layup in transition. Good for Mason Meisner. So that'll be coming up after this one. Nasonville Dairy post game. We got a blocking foul called. Foul called on Aiden Rabb. Weyauwega-Fremont empties the bench. He's going to come Copleen. Coming back in. We got, looks like Aiden Lederhaus. We got Braden McIver. Cohan Weed. And someone I'm missing. Auburndale also going to the bench, bringing in Nicholas Steins. Down under a minute here. Copleen's jumper no good. Rebound taken down low there from Meisner. Bringing it up the floor is Lundgren. And nice little floater there from Aiden Robb. Back over now with the Warhawks. Getting it into the corner there with Lederhaus. That's almost stolen away. Weed with it and a free throw line. Looks at the 3. Down under 10 seconds. That'll just about do it here. Stolen away there by Peyton Weinfurter. That'll do it. A 65-46 victory here for the Auburndale Eagles. They face Neillsville tomorrow in our championship game, but Auburndale getting it done. 19-point victory here over Weyauwega-Fremont. Auburndale improves to 8-1 on the season, and Weyauwega-Fremont falls to 2-6 so far this year. And so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with our Nasonville Dairy postgame show after these messages.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And welcome back here to Auburndale High School, finishing a 65-46 victory here for the Auburndale Eagles here on our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We got a nice victory here for the Eagles tonight, improving to 8-1 on the season. Auburndale just rolling through people tonight. The Warhawks were the victims as Auburndale put together a very strong second half, led by Caden Anderson, and to come away with the victory here tonight. Let's take a look at our leading scorers in tonight's game. Leading scorer came from Weyauwega-Fremont. Surprise, surprise. 24 points for Braden Arndt. He had a fantastic performance here tonight for the Warhawks, really keeping Weyauwega-Fremont in this through that second half. He was just very aggressive, attacking the basket, attacking inside, attacking. And that was the key in this one, as the Warhawks just kept themselves in it. And so 24 points tonight from Braden Arndt. I don't know what his season scoring output looks like, I should say, in any matter of fashion here. I'll take a look at that while I roll through the other scoring, I should say. 24 points for Braden Arndt. We got 10 points for Parker Wilson, doing most of that work there in that first half. He knocked down a couple of threes to keep... Whoop, here we go. To keep Weyauwega-Fremont in this. And so knocking down a couple of threes there in that first half as this game was tied in the first half at 12. And then Auburndale ended that half on a 16-6 run and then never looked back at that point, or from that point, I should say. 10 points there for Parker Wilson. 4 points for Christopher Gunst. He's their leading scorer, averaging, I should say here, never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing the entire time. Gunst is only averaging 8 points. Never mind. I was reading the wrong stats the entire time. So 4 points for Gunst. I should mention Caleb Leschke is their second leading scorer. He only had 3 points. 3 points for Hunton Meisenhelder, and then 2 points for Ethan Copleen round out the scoring. But they definitely missed Caleb Leschke, who's averaging 14 points. He was a no-show until the second half when he knocked down a 3, but not much from Leschke at all, as he was really struggling tonight to get anything going. Okay, I do not have the... oh, wait, let me go into here. And so we're going to take a look. 24 points tonight is the second highest scoring game for Braden Arndt this season. So he led everybody with that. 23 points. Meanwhile, for the Auburndale Eagles, Caden Anderson, as I was mentioned, he's coming into this game averaging 20.5. So another very solid performance tonight here by Caden Anderson, getting 23 points on the night. He was really solid both first half and second half, leading the way there for Auburndale. 15 points for Caden Weinfurter, I should say. Just 1 point shy of his average on the season. But a nice game from Caden there. Really picked it up in the second half, hit a couple of big threes to keep the Warhawks at bay. 6 points for Thomas Owie. He had a nice showing as well tonight. 6 points for Evan Scholl. 6 points for Blake Rabb. 3 for Aiden Cherney. 2 for Peyton Weinfurter. 2 for Aiden Rabb. And 2 for Mason Meisner rounds out the scoring there for the Auburndale Eagles as they come away with the victory here tonight. In this one, move to 8-1 on the season. We'll play Neillsville tomorrow in the championship game. That about wraps up the scoring here on our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Once again, we got a final of 65-46. Auburndale, our number 15 team in the state, stays in the winning column here after this one. They'll play Neillsville tomorrow night. Make sure to tune into that one here on Zaleski Sports. That game will be at 7:30. And so Auburndale and Neillsville in the championship game. Meanwhile, Weyauwega-Fremont will be playing Augusta, and that will be the first game here at 6 o'clock tomorrow night here on Zaleski Sports. So make sure to tune in for both of those games. Weyauwega-Fremont looks to rebound after a tough loss here against Auburndale. Auburndale looks to defend home court against a good Neillsville team. It'll be a challenge for Auburndale going up against Neillsville. Neillsville has some good size. The question is, we'll see if Neillsville can stay disciplined and limit their turnovers, I should say, against a very good Auburndale defense. So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow night as you got Caden Anderson going up against Andrew Hazer as a couple of leading scorers going at each other tomorrow night in a good game. I'm looking forward to it. Neillsville's got some size. We'll see how Auburndale deals with that, as they presented a tough challenge in their first game against Augusta. So we'll see. It'll be a good one. Don't miss it tomorrow night, Auburndale and Neillsville in the championship game here from Auburndale High School. Once again, thank you for tuning in to basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. I'm Ben Brecht, bringing you tonight's game from Auburndale High School. We got a final, 65-46. Auburndale comes away victorious. We'll see you tomorrow night for more basketball from Auburndale. Have a great rest of your evening.